Okay, last night my steam boiler decided to go out and quit on me. So I went to the local hardware store after seeking a lot of advice to see what to buy. Well, didn't really give me much choice because this was the only one that was available for indoor use, still on the shelf. So I got this Dyna-Glo 23,800 BTUs. We're doing a lot of construction remodeling here, so the place is a mess. But let me show you something. This here, we learned this by trial and error. This here flame was not as beautiful as you see it at all. It was coming up on one side, on the outside of it, as far as the inside, but still on the outside. Just didn't have that circular, beautiful glow, and we couldn't get it to adjust right. We had tried opening the door, as we saw in the videos, and trying to find this handle here, which wasn't here. We found something else, and we kept trying to turn around using the handy dandy little screwdriver, because this does move around, and we still could not get this thing proper. So, after messing with it, and not being able to get it do right, and it's burning smoke up, soot up, decided to go ahead, shut this thing, shut it off by holding this handle and pushing this down till the flame went out. Once the flame went out, this was not my brilliant idea, this was Don's. But what I did was I unscrewed these screws right here, and I took the top off. There's two brackets, one on each side. Then I took the bracket off. Then I removed the handle by turning it sideways so it could come out. See how easy that was? And on both sides, took this out, took the top off, once it cooled, of course. And then I could reach in once it was cooled and manually adjust that till it was centered. Once it was centered, and we got back here, we saw that not only was this in the right place, ouch, but also it was in the ridge right there. I'm going to show you. I'm going to blow it up. See that little ridge? It needs to be in that little ridge there so that it can go ahead and have an even flame like this. That was the easiest way, because we tried adjusting that thing every which way under the sun, trying to find that handle, because it moved around while I was assembling this thing. But the easiest way to do it, shut it off, let it cool down, won't take long, get these handles out, unscrew these brackets right here, see where my finger is? Unscrew these brackets right here on both sides, take this top off, take this green top off, and then adjust it from down below so you can see it centered. And when you do that, everything will be, you can line that up right, it'll be perfect, and then you can go ahead and light it up again, and you'll see that it's perfect. When you go to put it back together, of course, you'll have that off because it'll be too hot otherwise. You'll have to go ahead and put your handle back in. Your handle has to be lined up perfectly, as you'll see. And then take your top and put your brackets back on after you put this top here. You gotta put this top on, put your handle in like you did before, put the screws in for your brackets, and then you're all set. Then you go ahead and light it. And then your flame will look like this, but more importantly, it won't be burning soot up in your air. It'll be burning clean. And that's how you adjust this little baby right here when you can't seem to get it just to be perfect. Of course, it's hot now, but that's what it's supposed to be, up here and in those tracks. So it burns right. That's it, buds. Have fun with this.